What if the cheers of 20,000 people weren't celebrating a victory, but were carefully orchestrated to drown out a plea for help? What if the game you see on your screen is just a polished veneer for a ritual that requires a very specific kind of sacrifice? You think the fourth quarter is about stamina and grit, but in the deep, dark corners of the league, it's about who is allowed to leave the arena alive. Welcome to Shadowland, a place where darkness breathes and silence speaks. Tonight, we pull back the curtain on the lost broadcast of a 1998 playoff game held in a sprawling arena deep in the Ohio suburbs. A game where the clock hit zero, the lights never came up, and the spectators realized the players weren't the only ones on the court. Stay until the end. If you want to know why the league officially wiped the records of every person sitting in Section 112. The arena sat like a concrete tomb on the edge of the woods. A classic liminal space where the highway streetlights flickered and died. It was the fourth quarter, and the tension was thick enough to choke on. But as the final 3 minutes began, the audio feed on the national broadcast cut to static. Inside the building, the air grew cold, basement cold. The fans noticed it first. The players didn't look right anymore. Their movements were jerky, their limbs elongated, their jerseys hanging off frames that seemed to have too many joints. They weren't dribbling a ball anymore. They were circling the center court, eyes fixed on the ceiling tiles. Then the screaming started, not from the crowd, but from the rafters. A man named Elias, a season ticket holder, managed to slip toward the exit during the confusion. The hallways were empty, the neon signs for hot dogs and beer buzzing with an unnatural, wet hum. He made it to the heavy steel doors of the parking lot. He pushed them open and felt the humid night air hit his face. He was safe. He walked to his car, fumbling with his keys, laughing at the absurdity of the panic he felt. He climbed into the driver's seat and looked in the rearview mirror to back out. In the reflection, he saw the back seat. It wasn't empty. One of the players from the court was folded into a small space, its face pressed against the glass of the window, its skin smooth and featureless where eyes should have been. It wasn't looking at him. It was looking at the ignition. It whispered a single name, Elias's mother's name, and then the car doors locked from the outside. If you want to survive the next night in Shadowland, make sure to subscribe and leave a light on in the comments. It helps us find you in the dark. Sleep well. If you're sure you locked